So I'm about to head out for my run. It's a nice morning. I'm wearing tights. It might be a little too warm for tights, but we'll see when I'm running. I'm only gonna do 5 miles because I'm still just getting back into it. But then I'm going to the gym right after, and it's glute and hammy day. So that'll be fun, and I will see you later. So I just made it to the gym, and I like to park far away from the gym on days when I know I want to get Starbucks because the Starbucks is right there. Wait there. Oh, there's my finger. Yeah. Starbucks is there. The gym, I mean, it's not really that far, but I'm closer to Starbucks than I am the gym. So, I'm gonna head in. I probably won't be too long because I only have two exercises in each set, and I have 3 sets. So, shouldn't take too long. For today, I'm gonna do glute kickbacks on my knee with no weight, and then glute kickbacks with a resistance band or machine, and then good mornings, Smith machine squat jumps, eccentric lying hamstring curls, and hip abductors, and then probably a quick cool down. I can't take credit for the exercises. I got this routine from Taylor Chamberlain, so if you've never seen Taylor Chamberlain or watched her YouTube channel, make sure to go watch hers. Now, it is time to head to Starbucks. So I made my breakfast. We got a big bowl of different kinds of berries. So there's blueberries, cherries, cranberries, strawberries, and blackberries in here. They're all frozen berries. And then I put powdered peanut butter on it, and I mixed it until it's like really runny so that it kind of coats the berries like a shell. And then this Kodiak cake, it's their superfood blend, and I put some maple syrup on it. And then the blonde Americano, like I showed you at Starbucks. So that's my breakfast. I'm gonna eat it. I have to go get my blood taken at noon, so that's next on the agenda. Well, I just finished getting my blood work done, and now I'm heading to the grocery store to get stuff for dinner. So just a quick little grocery store. I just went to pick up a couple things. Got some rice cakes, caramel chocolate chip flavor, some unsweetened almond milk, 2 packs of these red smoothie mixes. It has sliced strawberries, sour cherries, pomegranates, dark sweet cherries, and cranberries, alfalfa sprouts, these birthday cake bear paws. Sorry, that's the French side. English side, bear paws. Lettuce for tonight, these onion buns from my parents. This is what I'm using as a bun, and then also for salad, and a tomato for our burgers. My parents are having regular burgers, and I'm having a veggie burger. These veggie burgers right here. These holy veggie. So I'm just going to put this away, and then I'm going to have some lunch. In this video, I just wanted to do a quick, well, I don't know how quick it will be, but I wanted to do a sit down and just kind of talk about life after university and kind of ending that chapter in your running career, because it is kind of a big step to move on. I mean, you know something for 4 years and then all of a sudden it changes. So definitely after my race, my last race as a Concordia collegiate athlete, I was sad, but I was also happy. The happiness was more so of how I did in the race and the actual race, and the sadness was because I knew that it was over. With me anyways, in terms of the actual like moving on process, I knew in order to not feel sad about it for a long period of time, or to kind of feel like I was lost, like I've heard a lot of athletes are when they end, to set goals for the future. So I set the goal that I wanted to continue running. I want to become a sponsored athlete. and I want to break 3 hours in the marathon because I'm super close, and eventually get an Olympic qualifying time. So whether that's 2024 or 2028 that I qualify for the Olympics. I think it's a little too soon for 2020, especially for me as a very new marathoner and such a young marathoner. So after my last race, I kind of had those goals in mind and had those to look forward to. So as soon as I got home after Gulf Shores, I started looking into different companies and contacting different people. I created an athlete resume and I sent it to a couple different places, one of them being New Balance. And I sent it on a Monday, didn't really hear anything back, so I emailed back on the Friday, and basically they said like, oh, sorry, we didn't respond sooner, how about you give us a call? So I called them right away, and I was on the phone for over an hour, and by the end of the phone call, they offered me a contract to be a brand ambassador. And it was kind of this like surreal moment where I'd been out of university for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, like, one of my goals of continuing to run was happening, and I was getting the opportunity to sign a contract to be with a company that I absolutely love. So you definitely have to go and try and seek the things you want to get out of life and to reach your goals, and never decrease your goals to what you think is going to be easy. Increase your goals to the maximum height they can go, even if you're afraid they won't happen, because as long as you try to achieve a goal, like, you should be proud of just the effort you put in to try and achieve it, and whether or not you achieve it is kind of the icing on the cake, in my opinion, and I've kind of learned that along the way. So definitely going after your dreams and setting big goals is huge. That's kind of what allowed me to not feel kind of lost after I finished university, because I mean, you're there for 4 years. It's what you know. Of course I was sad because I knew I was leaving my friends, and like, I miss my friends now, but I'm not that far. I know I'm going back in like a month and a half, and I'm gonna be able to see them. So I mean, I just kind of keep my mind that way and stay busy and get excited for what I have coming up in the near future with running, with school, with work. So no matter what you're doing or what you want to try and do, I would say just reaching for whatever goal you want. The thing that's huge is making connections, because the reason I got in contact with New Balance was because 3 years ago I met a New Balance rep at a race, and I got his contact information there, and I kind of like kept in touch with him. So when it came time for university over, I thought contacting him would be the next big step for me, and it worked out amazingly. The other thing I want to address is the fact that, like, I'm not, like I said, I haven't broken 3 hours in the marathon. I'm not like this standout marathoner, and I was also never really this standout athlete. Like, I didn't go Division 1 or even Division 2 or 3. Like, I went to an NAIA school. I started 5.5 years ago. My first 5K was a 28:50, so, you know, not very, like, a decent time, but not like I'm gonna get a scholarship. But I just kept working at it, and I got it down to 21:30, and that's when, like, one of the coaches from the school I went to, that's when he contacted me. And just being given that opportunity made me so appreciative of what can happen in life, and just kind of realize that the path that you're on doesn't have to necessarily be stuck in one direction. I knew how when I started university, it was kind of like this whim and kind of different direction from what I expected, so I didn't know how it would end, and it ended really well. Of course, there were some difficult things throughout it, but all learning experiences that I really appreciated, no matter how difficult I thought they were in the moment or how easy I thought they were in the moment. So I'm kind of taking this next phase of life the same way, kind of not knowing where it'll go and just being excited to see what happens, because no matter what, everything is a learning experience, and I still get to do what I love, which is running and representing the people that support me. I'm excited for this next chapter, and no matter where you are in your chapter, just kind of know that you just have to kind of listen to where you're being pulled and not be scared to go down a path that you don't think is the right one for you, or one that you've thought of a lot about, because sometimes it works out. So that's my advice for today. Sorry it was really long, but hopefully you have a great day. And I'm gonna end my vlog here because all I'm doing for the rest of the day is editing this and then going to work. So I will see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this. And feel free to ever ask me any questions you want, because I love to answer those questions and help you with anything that you may be confused with or interested in terms of running, life, college, anything. So I will see you in the next video.